Welcome back to my self-indulgent swipe number 2 on a 16 by 20 inch canvas. And the last one I did was a 10 by 20 and it was so successful. I'm just going to play some more because I can and I need to cheer myself up. And that's fine. In case you're tuning in for the first time, strange, my spatula, which is not very clean right now because I didn't clean it in the middle of doing what I was just doing. I'm going to push that over the edge, tap it into place, let it flow together. I'm going to add some orange, some darker orange, because it worked really well. It celled up just beautifully. There is no silicone in this paint. This is a swipe with just Floetrol, which if it keeps going the way it is, I will probably never stop using because it's just tremendous. It works for me like a charm. Alright, where's that orange? I said I would clear the tip and I didn't do that, but that's okay. I'll survive. We have a thick line. We'll survive. I'm not going to have to spread that out. That's not spreading. I just made myself a new batch of this color and changed things up a little bit. Why not? Might as well. And like I said, someday I am just going to leave a painting the way it is. I want some of that to go over the edge and some of that to go over that edge. And I can do that right now. A little cross color isn't going to hurt anything because we will be using a wet cotton rag hemmed t-shirt. And even though it's a bit rainbowy, I don't care. Ask me, I don't care. I'm all good with the rainbow right now. I could use a happy little rainbow right now. And it may not stay that way. Oh look, my timer from the last video ran out. Goodbye timer, let's set one again. Let's do this for like 15 minutes. I figure we'll be done in time. It occurs to me I didn't use any white in that last one, and I don't think that hurt a darn thing. I'm going for similar colors, but not in the same location in any way, shape, or form. Not that you would know that unless you just finished watching the other 10 by 20. Let's do it over there. That looks pretty cool. I'm liking it. This is a color I used that I love. And maybe less is more, and if I put it in between, someplace it isn't, down below, that ought to change the pattern up. Just a little bit right there. Here's my turquoise. I haven't done any purple. Well, I did that other purple, but I'm not sure that counts. Just going to keep filling in and talking to you. I used this blue that was way too thick last time, but it did seem to work out. So if I don't use too much and it's near a whole lot of other colors, let's just do that. It will add a thinness, a mix of Floetrol. That'll be helpful. This is a favorite color. Let's just go for that. Let's go for it. Let's just do that everywhere. I'd like this to be as fast as the other one. That would be pleasant. I'm just following my instincts and enjoying the day. what do I need? I don't know. Maybe some more of this green. And then I'm going to be tempted, I gotta tell you, to put, oops, some darker blue in this one, just to see what happens. And I didn't use any of this weird pink last time, and I'd like to. Just because it's already with some other red and some other pink, and I think it'll camouflage its brilliance, unless I do this. Oh look, I'm doing this. Sorry, I'm not being pristine. I didn't use any of this green. I don't want to have a dominant green theme. I have a nice pink that's not next to my, not on hand, shall we say. Now I did the black on the end. I didn't do any purple this time down here, and I'm going to. Okay, how do I like that? I like that okay. I think I want some blue down there. And do I want more gold at the top? No, I want some turquoise at the top though. And I think I'm going to do that at the bottom too. I think I have a space right there. My favorite color, which I put everywhere last time at the very last minute. I want to throw some white in there. Where's my pearl? Let's just be careful. Okay, let's be a little less careful. What else do I need in there? I just need a swipe color. Not, or did I? I wonder if I drew that across with my, hey, I didn't use any of this blue. Yep, I want some of that. And my spatula is clean again, and I'm going to push that all down to the edge. I have more this time, but I also have a much larger canvas, so I'm thinking it might be really a good idea to have a little more down there. But if it doesn't work out, oops, that's not going to make any difference at all. If it doesn't work out the same way the last one did, I'll know it's because I used more black than I did in the last one. Sometimes, more often than not, I like to push my colors to the edge so that when I'm dragging the cloth up there, the t-shirt hem, I don't have to worry so much about whether I'm covering the sides well or not, especially if they're a little on the naked side and the paint hasn't gone all the way over there. But I will have paint left on my t-shirt hem, swipe cloth, and with that I expect to touch up the sides, as per usual. I said I wanted some dark blue in there, didn't I? I said that, and then I didn't do it. Let's see if there's anything left in here. Yes, there is. I'm not sure that's adding anything awesome, but maybe it'll make a peacock. That would be so cool. I would just love to make a peacock colored swipe. I didn't put any yellow in there. I don't care that there might be a lot of paint in there. Okay, I like that. I'm good with that. Here is the rag I'm going to use. It's just wider than the canvas. I'm going to roll it up a little bit, dip it in the end. I've already gone over with my finger, so I don't need to drop it over the end. I need it a little bit tight so I have a handle. Use my finger to push it down, and here we go. I'm not seeing as much excess paint as I thought I was gonna. I was stuck on something and I don't know what it was. Let's bring that back up. No, I really didn't have a lot of excess paint like I thought I was gonna have on the cloth this time. So I guess I didn't overdo it. I like overdoing it a little bit. I like that extra paint. But I suspect that means I'll be tipping. Wow. That's just what I wanted again. Cool. I'm so happy. That's exactly what I wanted. Hopefully it's still in your view. I'm going to use this paint right there on the edges. I'm going to take the torch to this. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to mess around with this one, because I didn't mess around with the last one, and I usually use a skewer or run some wavy little lines up through or do something cool to make it better, but I don't think I need to make it much better. I'm going to wash my hands for a minute though. I love my paint shorts. Oh, I said that, didn't I? I'm glad I added that yellow, it pops. Let's do that. And you know why? Because I can. And also because there isn't a lot of paint up there. Alright, before it sits any longer, let's torch. I like that big purple cell. It'd be nice if there were some others hiding in there, and if I torch and then I tip, I might be able to stretch some out, but I don't know if I want to take any chances with this because I really, really like it. Oh boy, do I really, really like it. It's not like any of the others. That's basically a rainbow cheat. Rainbow colors win the day every time. And the torch is out. Now, I don't want to go down into that black. I've always aberrated that black in the past, and I don't want to change it. I do want to wipe off some of that paint up here, but I think what I want to do is wipe it off onto the end. For some reason, even though they're primed canvases, what is that? The primed canvases still seem to reject the paint occasionally. So I don't blame anybody who might want to prime it again. You know, I'm really nervous about that. I have used a straw before, and I really like the effect I get. And I have one, so let's be cautious. Touch up my missing black. Don't ask me where it came from. I have no idea. And I'm very tempted. Yes, I am. Very tempted to spiral a few things out. There's some gold. I don't know where the rest of it went. I'm gonna let that go back down the other end. Maybe it will stretch a few things out. Oh yeah, look at what I'm doing. I'm being crazy. Changing all kinds of stuff up. Oh well, I'm like that, you know? I will be willful and do as I please with my artwork. But that's awesome. Look at that, there's even a heart in there. I like that. And watch, somebody's gonna say I cackled. Yep, I'm leaving it, because I can. And I like it. And everything else is honky-dory. I think that's a word my mother or my grandparents used. Honky-dory. That's a pretty strange sounding thing. Let's add a few spirals and see what happens. Just run them around till you get what you want. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I know it was fast. And we are done. Priscilla out. Bye for now. See you soon.